got this just caddy that always rubbed me a certain way. I'm like, ain't no man pushing around here caddy like this. You know, he was reeking estrogen. You know? And then at the end of every one of his videos, he had the habit of saying, "Free Angel."
Own research to find out, is this really fake? So I went directly to the courts and pulled the paperwork. The wrist trapper is a strategic liar when it documents direct. If you go to his Shazam, her again stating, whatever guy you're with, I'm going to take a gun and stick it down his throat and make sure he dies. So on top of hitting women, he's also very
not coming out here sounding like Ralph Tresvant every night talking about free angel.
own research to find out, is this really fake? So I went down. Very goofy fellow called Wrist Trapper co-host one of the episodes. Now this dude even got on No Jumper by coincidence. You see, we met on Clubhouse about 2 years ago, and you know, opportunity to come on.
Fake paperwork or fake lies about me.
He said he was gonna sue me and No Jumper and make Adam fire me and make me lose my job for spreading fake news about him having a domestic violence case or him ever having one. So I decided, okay.
Platform podcast because, showcase yourself. Maybe people find you talented will subscribe to your channel. But because he blew his opportunity and all the fans roasted him and nobody liked him, he was very angry walking away because he felt like, yo, this is my big break. I need to seize this moment. You know, he tried to come back, but we said, bro, you're not really talented. Nobody likes you, bro. So this reminds me of somebody else that walked away embittered. This reminds me of the situation with Brick Baby and Spider Low when he threw Spider a bone. You know? Feel me? Like, come on, man. What's up with
something supposed to happen with a girl out there, so that's why he don't want to admit he from there. So he claimed North Dakota or something because he ended up moving there too. But they say he was originally from Philly.
On me, on Adam, on people at No Jumper, he's now a certified No Jumper hater. But here's the thing, there are several No Jumper haters. He don't really respond or get this dude any attention, especially Rich Trapper, because he's always been regarded as sort of like, the clown, the dude that all laugh at, who somehow has convinced himself we're laughing. Nobody respects him. He makes a mockery out of himself. Right? He's just an utter clown. So we just thought like his hate videos were kind of funny, right? But where things stopped being funny is when he went from a clown to being exposed for being a monster. Okay, now. This is where things get tricky at. See, you keep campaigning, you fuck around to be the president. See, you know what I mean? Like, for real, you gotta choose your enemies wisely also. Flacco ain't your ordinary foe. This is a guy somewhere sitting up with blue balls that ain't got nothing but time to get at you. Man, this man came from Idaho chasing his dream. everything hinges on his talent and his dream. You got the right one, but carry on, man. I began to pay close attention. Once some of his other enemies who he's been going back and forth with, like a guy called Demon Exotic, once they began to reference a particular domestic violence case that they claim Rich Trapper, was involved in, I began to pay close attention. But Rich Trapper would deny it on one hand and say, no, it's not me. The birthday is wrong. My name is spelled differently. And then on the other hand will say, oh no, she's lying on me. I never did it. It's not true. So we never really know what the truth is. Is Rich Trapper this woman-beating monster? Or, is Demon Exotic and other people lying on him with fake paper? I even brought it up on once. Right? To try to say, Greg, did you know about this? People are online saying that Rich Trapper, got a domestic violence case. And when I asked Greg about it, Greg didn't know nothing about it. But Rich Trapper, see it. So, let me show. The DB. The Caddy Energy. The closet gang member.
It's Rodzay going in on Rich Trapper.
So on top of hitting women, he's also very tender dick. Like, he's a simp. But it continues, and this just goes to show that on Monday, March 11th, school of putting his hands on, right? See, Daryl is a serial woman beater. In 2012, he confessed, admitted, said, yes, sir, I did it, aka pled guilty to hitting another spouse. He was convicted of inflicting corporal.
But you for sure, you going mano a mano with Lil Mama though. We sent him to the show, but he mano a mano with Lil Mama.
We all struggle. We just don't like to admit it.
Yeah,
Sometimes you'll be
this Rodzay going in on Richard with the help of Flacco. And I'm going to show y'all a couple interviews and a couple reactions from Kidl a little later on. But right now, we got to see this because I went over it, but I'm not sure everybody's seeing this right here. But go ahead and check this out right here.
Tells the story that we need to know. So he was charged with 242, 242, and 602.5. Now, he pled guilty. And because 602.5 is aggravated trespassing, he forced his way into somebody's home while they were there. And 242, which he was found guilty of, by the way, all right, is hurting somebody, harming somebody, right, assaulting them. If we just put it into that context, trespassing and forcing your way into somebody's home and then beating them up.
Resources that help you gain the skills that maybe you didn't have before, but it's more about how hard you'll work.
See, let me back up a little bit right there. See, that was a misstep right there by him. Everything else was working. It was cool to go back and forth with the rhetoric and everything. It was cool to run up the numbers. But when people start talking about the truth, you get in your feelings and you start talking about that lawsuit get down and all that. Now you make a mug dedicate itself to the cause. All right, we got to dig in to make sure that we ain't spewing allegations. You turned them dudes into lawyers. You pushed them to shepherdize.
I don't know about this.
That was the calculated misstep by you. You pushed them into the corner to turn them into paralegal.
Because he figured out that Flacciano was, in fact, David Jala with the freaky cases.
Yeah. And Flacco was one of those people, right?
Correct.
Yeah. And he lied about saying it was closed or something.
Yes, he lied about it. He lied about his name.
Shit like, he beats women, his paperwork and all that kind of shit. He do that on the jumper stage because he was on his own stage. Why you putting the jumper to that bullshit? He's threatening the suit. Like that. He's talking about Adam 22 is going to have to pay because Flacciano decided to post fake paperwork or fake lies about me. He said he was going to sue me and No Jumper and make Adam fire me and make me lose my job for a domestic violence case. Brought the best out of these niggas. So I decided, okay, I can't take the word of those other people. So let me do my research to find out, is this really fake? So I went direct. See what I was saying?
In North Dakota, well, first he was pretending like he was in Philly. He didn't think he had a whole
Super zesty. This guy got some sugar in his tank, Adam. You know, old man sounds like he got some sugar in his tank. Rich Trapper sounds too emotional. All right.
And something supposed to happen with a girl out there, so that's why he don't want to admit he from there. So he claimed North Dakota or something because he ended up moving there too. But they say he was originally from Philly.
Man, we in the content space.
Big, gleamy puppy dog eyes, man, convinced me to say, you know what, bro, I feel sorry for this guy, right? So Adam wasn't going to do the show. It was only going to be me, Brick Baby, and Lush One. So I said, Brick, you know what, bro? I'm going to do your friend a favor, bro. Yo, Adam, you're not doing the show, right? No, I bet. Listen, all right, yo. He confessed, admitted, said, yes, sir, I did it, a.k.a. pled guilty to hitting another spouse. You know, he was convicted of inflicting corporal injury upon a spouse. Corporal injury can raise. Aurea still has some old pictures of her and Daryl throughout their relationship about a year. Is impulsive to kill you on my school and then his history. You see, Aurea isn't the first person Daryl has been accused of putting his hand.
Now might be the perfect time to find you somebody and settle down with, man.
Tell me that we got some money.
The first document I pulled directly from the courts was this petition for restraining order against Rich Trapper, a.k.a. Daryl Hill, from a woman called Aurea Sanders. Rich Trapper is a strategic liar. When it became very clear and evident that people were pulling these documents, and when I say these documents, I mean documents but as multiple. When it became evident that people were pulling these documents directly from the courts, the lie of these are fake documents, they made it up in Microsoft Word, they edited themselves, that went out the window. Got the news was fake documents, huh? This dude right here, he called me your shit meticulously.
You see this?
Hey, I don't even know why you got Flacco started. Flacco is like the version of having Nancy Gray on your ass.
guilty until 602.5 is aggravated trespassing. He forced his way into somebody's home while they were there. And 242, which he was found guilty of, by the way, all right, is hurting somebody, harming somebody, right, assaulting them. If we just put it into that context, trespassing and forcing your way into somebody's home and then beating.
You see how easy it was to find out this government. Your aspirations will become your worst enemy. Your aspiration of becoming a rapper was the biggest thing that helped them trace down who you were. Come on, man. You can't make this stuff up, man. But, you know, hey, it's his life. Let's keep on.
Anyone that can Shazam his Apple Music, you will see his music was composed by Daryl Hill with one R and Daryl Hill. If you go to his Shazam and you just scroll up, this is Rich Trapper, one of his music videos, and you scroll down, it says composition of lyrics, Daryl Edward Hill.
Tells the story that we need to know. So he was charged with 242. His daddy, her father. You have to be an especially sick and disgusting man to not only hit your baby mama, right? Not very goofy fellow called Rich Trapper co-host one of the episodes. Now, this dude even got on No Jumper by coincidence. Own research to find out, is this really fake? So I went directly to the courts and pulled the paperwork. The Rich Trapper is a strategic liar when it documents direct.
Because he figured out that Flacciano was, in fact, David Jala with the freaky cases.
Yeah. And Flacco was one of those people, right?
Correct.
Yep. And he lied about saying it was closed or something?
Yes, he lied about it. He lied about his name.
Like, how can we prove that this is really him? The victim in this petition order is Araya Sanders. Araya still has some old pictures of her and Daryl, aka Rich Trapper, on her Facebook. So he's definitely the Daryl Hill in this case. So now that we can confirm we got Daryl Hill, let's see exactly what Araya Sanders is accusing Rich Trapper of doing. R is respondent, which is Daryl, and P is petitioner, which is Araya. Now the paperwork says Daryl got hit.
So now we about to get to the nitty gritty. What's about to be disclosed is some stuff that he probably would never do to a man.
That's crazy.
Somebody jump in the chat and tell me if anybody ever seen Rich Trapper program. Any takers? Any witnesses? I'll wait. Because normally, you know what I mean? See, being the man is having silent energy against a woman. I had to learn that later on in life. You know what I mean? You know what you're capable of. You ain't going to expend that on her. Your first word is supposed to be, go get your brother. You go look to the man that she look up to. That's what I'll be looking for. Yeah, when I was on my BS, I'll max out the person that she looked up to.
And she's got a chance at a three-point play.
Angel Reese. Thank you for that ball screen and that nice assist. That is a nice kin to Barbie connection, and Angel going at the biggest Barbie connection, and Angel going at the biggest.
DeShields double team, skips to the corner. Race inside to Cardoso. One-on-one, muscles it up. No. Race the